To those who say taxation is theft, I say ignorance is bliss. Being anti-tax is the equivalent of being pro-rich. Christopher Hayes makes what should be an obvious point in his book Twilight of the Elites, noting that generally, higher taxes mean lower inequality. Since taxation is a primary means of redistribution, more redistribution should theoretically mean more economic equality, but that only works if you tax the rich. In the US, the political class has slashed taxes on the rich again and again. The counterpoint to Hayes' maxim that high taxes mean low inequality is that low taxes mean high inequality. And this is precisely the pickle that we currently find ourselves in. Refusing to tax the rich means that they get to keep more of their money. Allowing the rich to keep more of their money means that they just keep getting richer. American tax policy is increasing inequality. This is government policy. Both major parties are responsible. Not only is our government working hard to make the rich even richer, the cost to the rest of us is incredibly high. Having low taxes on the rich means worse infrastructure. Bridges and roads are crumbling. Old school and government buildings are deteriorating. The non-rich have to pick up the slack created by lost revenues not collected from the rich. We all pay more so they can pay less. And the costs aren't just financial. We have increased stress trying to make ends meet, less vacation and leisure time because we can't afford to take time off or go the places we'd like. Lost leisure time and increased stress can even drive obesity rates higher. The US government is literally killing us in order to enrich the rich. The rich figured out a long time ago, I'm talking millennia here, that controlling politics is essential for protecting wealth. Michael Parenti makes this point over and over again in book after book, but he underscores this concept once again in The Assassination of Julius Caesar, saying, "The wealthy few do not see power as an end to itself. It has instrumental value to preserve privilege." Parenti continues, noting that politics is nothing more than the jockeying for wealth and power within the elite class that already holds a monopoly on all the wealth and power. Economist Michael Hudson also noticed this phenomenon. Writing in his book Finance, Capital, and Its Discontents, Hudson states that in order for finance to win, the banks, insurance companies, and other massive holders of capital, the primary objective is to disable government. Our government is the only impediment to their expansion. In order to disable political democracy, all the rich need to do is buy control of electoral campaigns and promote the politicians of either major party who will work for them. What does that look like? According to a report by the New York Times, in the early part of the 2016 presidential campaign, just 158 families put up more than half of all the money donated to Democratic and Republican candidates. We call this money a contribution or a donation, but let there be no doubt in your mind, that political money is an investment. Rich people don't put money down without expecting ROI, return on investment. As political demographics expert Rui Teixeira notes in the same New York Times article, the campaign finance system is now a countervailing force to the way actual voters of the country are evolving and the policies they want. Mother Jones reports that the wealthiest 0.01% of Americans, the 1% of the 1%, roughly 33,000 people, control 40% of political investments. These are the people at the top who are jockeying for power. These are the people who are disabling our political democracy. These are the people whose chief objective is to expand and preserve their own extreme privilege. Taxing the rich is the key to reducing inequality. Do I love paying taxes? No. But if you're going to have a society, you must accept that taxes are necessary. One of my favorite Chicagoans, Thomas Gagan, once suggested that the Roman Empire collapsed not because of barbarians, but because of Rome's inability to tax enough to keep the barbarians out. Taxation is important. The unfair taxation you see today is because rich people buy and sell our government. If we stop them from doing that and tax them, we'll be well on our way to getting out of this mess. Please give a like, a follow, a favorite, and subscribe to my free Substack. Let's make them pay.